Hello, welcome to Yarn Lane. You would not believe what happens in these 3-minute breaks. It's chaos. Anyway, welcome to Yarn Lane. If you don't know, this is a channel all about crocheting and knitting. Today we are. What's the matter, Hannah? It does look a lot like Sewing Street because we didn't change anything on the shelves. I do apologise. Anyway, have a look at the website. So if you're watching on the telly, it's fine. If you want to watch on YouTube, on Facebook, on the website, you need to go here. This is the website. Click on Watch Live. And then you see the little box to the right-hand side there. You can send us a message if you want to ask any questions. If you scroll down the page, now at the moment, they're all on pre-order. But as we introduce them on air, they will go into what's in the show. If we just scroll down, this is everything we have from today's show. We have different colourways. Shawl. I haven't got the yellow. I've got 3 gorgeous colours. Anyway, that's everything from Anna's show today. We're doing socks and we're doing shawls. Oh, that's it. Oh, look, we've got what's included if you click on more. Now, you can get in touch 3 different ways. One, like I've just shown you, you can send a message via the website. The second one is you can send an email, which is studio@yarnlane.com. Today is a good day to ask questions. If you have any crochet questions you want from Anna, then please do. Or, of course, you can talk to me on Facebook Live, which I've actually got here. So, oh, now Rebecca says she's moved on to this page now. That's good. Right. Okay, so that's what... Now, remember, if you bought something from Sewing Street today, it's 1p&p because it comes from the same warehouse. So if you bought something from Sewing Street this morning between 8 and 12, if you now buy something in this hour, it's included in your P&P of £3.95. Now, on the Yarn Lane website, you will not see the Sewing Street products, and the same on this one, you will not see the Yarn Lane ones on Sewing Street. But it's all 1p&p. Oh, yeah. Now, if you've got something in your basket from Sewing Street, it will carry it across to your basket here, apparently. Right, okay, so let's talk about the shawl, first of all. I've got a picture of the shawl. It's on the desk there if you want to do a thingy on from the camera. Hang on, the camera's just coming in now. It's very slow today. Could you just hold your end up? That's it, perfect. That's Anna, you can see there. You'll meet her properly in a minute. Oh, hi! So that shawl, isn't it gorgeous? I've got it in 3 different colourways. So I'll show you that one first of all. This is mauve and it's made with pure wool superwash worsted. There's 100 grams in each ball and you get all 3 in your bundle. So you get 1, 2, 3 balls of the wool and you get the instructions. Oh, there's a picture of it there, look in the yellow. It's called Netty, this one. It's called Netty and all the instructions you need are there. Pure wool this is, look. Pure wool superwash worsted. And it's a gorgeous colour. They called it what? Mauve? Mauve, yeah. More mauve. It's lovely, isn't it? So that's the one that Anna's got finished over there. Now it's using, oh excuse me, it's using a size, oh where's the,
6 millimeters.
6 millimeter, which I've got in a minute. I'll show you that in a minute. I've got a 6 millimeter hook there. So that's your mauve one. There you go, beautifully modelled there.
Oh yes, hello.
That's the mauve. Now I've also got it in a dusky blue, which is called...
That's the smaller swatch in the dusky.
It's what?
No, I'm just showing the
Oh, a ducky. I thought you
swatch.
said it was ducky blue.
No, I think it's...
Hannah will tell us in a minute. It's pure wool, superwash worsted again. I don't think this is mallard, is it?
No, this isn't. No, this one is mallard.
That's
stronger
mallard,
one
yeah.
is
so
mallard.
this is the other one, Hannah,
this
not
one
mallard.
Is, yeah.
Mineral.
Mineral, that's
Oh, it's a lovely colour though,
It
isn't
is a beautiful colour.
So you get
really
the 3 balls of wool again. And you don't get the hook included, and you get the instructions, exactly the same instructions. The picture on the website is the yellow one, right? So you just need to check the circle to make sure you're getting the right colour, or make sure you get the right code in there, EC6685. Gorgeous. That is a lovely colour, isn't it? Oh, that one's very popular already, that one. No, the one on the desk isn't full size. That's just a sample of the crochet.
Sample, yeah.
Sample of the crochet. Then we have mallard, which is also a gorgeous colour. Remember, 100% pure wool, super wash worsted. It's lovely and soft, beautiful and soft. Oh, sorry, there you go. Again, you get the 3 balls. This is crochet, remember. You get your 3 balls plus your instructions. $29.99. Mallard, that's called. Right, so the crochet hook you'll need to make these is a 6mm one, isn't it?
It's 6mm, yeah.
6mm, yeah. So this is, if you haven't already got a crochet hook, this is the crochet hook you'd need for the shawl. I've got a different one for the socks in a minute. $2.99. Now, if you're thinking, oh, I've started on my crochet journey and I don't just want a 6mm, look what I've got. I've got this set, right, which I love because I just love I love the colours, let alone, look, how gorgeous are these? So these go from a 2mm to a 6mm. Vix really likes this ring pull, apparently. Reminds her of a Pepsi Coke can. Anyway, but look, it comes in its own, look, it all comes in a little case and everything. So 2, 2.5, 3, 3.5, 4, they're all the different size crochet hooks you're going to need. Oh, obviously, you can get bigger. You can get bigger than that. But these are the general ones that you would use. Actually, there's the 6 that we're using now. And if you're going to do the socks, you see the socks are a 3. So the socks are there. Oh, Margot's just said, are you going to get the yellow colourway? I don't think we are. Not today, anyway. No, definitely not. No. Sorry. That's the one from the photo, that's all. Sorry, Margot. Right, okay. So now let's move on to some socks. How are you going to display socks? Have you got them on? Oh, I wanted you to be wearing them. Put your legs on the desk.
Sorry. I'm going to display them on my hand like a sock puppet.
Oh, okay then.
There you
Right, so
go.
hang on. So let's start with this signature sparkle 4-ply, 75% wool, excuse me, 23% nylon, I'll just sanitize, and 2% polyester. Now, I think the polyester is the sparkle.
Is the sparkle.
Yeah.
Yes, because the nylon is what gives you strength in a sock.
Yeah,
in
a
a
wool,
sock.
you need that mix, don't you?
You
in
do.
a wool.
Otherwise, your sock will wear out really fast.
Really quickly. This is gorgeous, this colourway. This one's from the West Yorkshire Spinners. It's signature sparkle, reared, sheared and spun in Britain. It is 4-ply, perfect for socks. And as I say, 75% wool, 23% nylon, 2% polyester, 400 metres you get in there. Plus, so you only need 1 ball to make a pair of socks.
You need just 1 ball to make a pair of socks. Yeah.
So don't ignore that. So you get that and the instructions. Oh, there's more. There's even more on instructions on this one. Beautiful, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, just so you know, the Rowan company that I showed you earlier for the shawls, that's a British company as well. Right, so that's lovely. Have we got samples of this?
I've got a little sample that I've crocheted. There you go.
Oh,
look,
nice.
It's like a candy shop in a yarn.
Oh, yes.
It's gorgeous, and it's got a bit of sparkle, so it's always very, very interesting. But
Yeah,
you see,
and
it
like we
forms
say, you only
gorgeous
need 1
stripes.
ball for a pair of
You
socks.
do,
Yeah.
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 So these are your lovely, gorgeous crochet socks. So these are the ones we had on the last show when I was here, but because they were so popular, we decided to bring them again in 2 different colorways.
Perfect.
But
So
this one,
yeah, just carry on with this and then we'll get on with the demonstration. This colourway's gorgeous as well.
oh, it's called Blue Tit. It's gorgeous. I love the Blue Tit. It's my favorite bird.
It's called what?
Blue Tit is
it?
like the bird, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else would it be like? Thank you.
I know. Well, I don't know.
So you get a ball of the wool, which is 75% wool, 25. Oh, now this one's 75-25 because it's got no glitter in it.
Exactly. Yes.
I love those colours. They are. So you get the ball of wool, and yarn, and you get the instructions. $14.99. You only need 1 ball to make 1 pair of socks. So that's it. If you want to just start, that's it. That's all you need. Plus your crochet hook, obviously. Now the socks are made on a size 3 hook. 3mm hook, and that's here. Oh, we got a question already. We haven't even introduced Anna yet. We've got a question. Right, Shirley says, I'm new to crochet. What should I start with?
I would start with the shawl. The shawl is quite easy.
Yeah, so we're going to start with the shawl, aren't we?
We're going to start with the shawl.
Let me just do this, and then I've shown them everything they can buy, and we can concentrate on your crochet. So these are really necessary for socks, but also good for any crochet project, aren't they?
Yes.
These are like your little stitch marker sets, different sizes.
But for your socks, they are kind of essential.
Essential for socks.
Yes.
Suzanne says, treating myself to the socks blue and a new crochet hook. Love a West Yorkshire Spinners yarn. Oh,
yes.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Oh, enjoy,
Susan, sorry.
They are amazing.
Okay, last but not least, you'll see these being used later. Wool needles. They're not needles made out of wool, but they're wool needles.
Yeah, they are essential for any project.
Yeah.
You need them. They are must-have. Because for weaving in ends and stuff like that, you need them.
They sell out
at all
every time they're on.
Yeah.
One of the best-selling items on Yarn Lane, apparently. Right, okay, so you've seen her already, but this is lovely Anna.
Hi.
I don't know how to say your surname, I'm so sorry.
It's fine, it's Nikipirowicz. No one knows.
That's Nikipirowicz.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Let me just put my socks.
You are a crocheter extraordinaire.
Well, I don't know about extraordinaire, but thank you. I take it. I take it.
So
I take that.
I didn't see you because you've been on a few times now.
Yes.
Haven't you?
Yeah.
Those who haven't seen you before, how did you get into the world of crochet? Why do you love it so much? What's so special about it?
As most people, I think, when I was taught as a child, because from my time, everyone crocheted. My grandma crocheted, my mum crocheted, my aunts crocheted, everyone did. So I was taught as a child. But of course, do you really care as a child? Some people do. I didn't really particularly care. So then I started again about 15 years ago. It was just shortly after my mum died. So I decided to kind of, pick up the craft again. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Why haven't I been doing this all these years?
Oh.
It's extraordinary. So that's how it started. And to be honest, a true obsession has been born. And I actually started because as a child, I remember everything was itchy wool, because it was all pure wool and it was lovely.
Yeah.
But it was very raw pure wool.
Yes. Well, that's what I remember as a child. Wool jumpers were itchy.
Absolutely. And then I remember when I started to crochet again and knit again, I went to a shop and I saw Rowan yarns. That was the first time I was introduced to Rowan yarns. And I saw all the colours and I'm thinking like, wow, that have expanded a bit, since I remember. And actually, I started to crochet again and knit with Rowan yarns.
And these aren't itchy in the slightest,
No, they are beautiful. No. The colours, the feel of them, they are stunning.
I have to say, you know how we have, before COVID, we had events where people who are in the industry would go and look around the Birmingham NEC at different... Yeah. And the last sewing one I went to, 90% of the stalls were yarn. Yeah. They were all, and I was like, why is this? Because I've seen it change over the years, you know what I mean? And yes, Liberty is still there and, Rhinetex is still there and all of that sort of thing. But the majority of the stalls in that hall, it's a massive hall, were yarns. All different sorts of yarns.
Absolutely. It's a huge market. People are going back to this craft. We had a few years ago, we had this revival of handmade craft. It was the make, do and mend mentality. Yes. And everyone went back to sewing, to knitting again. I think there was a period where we kind of lost touch with it, with a handmade craft.
Well, it's because we became more materialistic. It is. And we had fast fashion and we wanted things there and then, straight away, off the shelf, wear it 3 times, throw it away, get a new one. We went through that, because I was working in fashion at the time, and literally that's how fashion worked. It was turn, and there was nothing handmade, nothing crochet, because it would either take too long or it was thought of as not being particularly fashionable and everything like that. But I also think now in the year we've had, I think a lot of people have turned to it for peace of mind.
Absolutely, for mental, to help you with mental kind of issues, you know what I mean? If you have a depression and stuff like that, that really helps you. And also there's lots of lovely classes and clubs on Zoom and stuff like that, so you can reconnect. But I also think the beauty of slow fashion is amazing. To take a ball of yarn and create something extraordinary out of it, it's such a gift, It really is. Totally. It's such an incredible pleasure.
And also if you make it for somebody, the thought that somebody's actually made something.
The love
for
went
you.
into
Yes,
you making it.
So now going back, Zoom classes. Do you do Zoom classes?
I do Zoom classes.
And how
I
do
just
people
started.
Get hold of you for Zoom classes?
You can find them on my website.
Which isn't Anna.
No. No. It's www.muchka.co.uk.
Right, and Muchka is spelt M-O-O-C-H-K-A.
That's the one.
And I know the story behind this because when you were little, your granddad used to call you Muchka.
That is
which
right.
Means cow in
A little
Polish.
cow, a sweet little
a baby
cow.
calf in Polish. And he didn't mean it nastily. Did
No.
Because in English, when you say you're a cow.
Oh yeah, oh no, it's quite thingy. But you say like, oh my little cow. It's quite sweet.
Yes,
it's endearing, isn't it? You would if you say like, oh you cow. Obviously, you know,
you
it's
go,
how you say it. I
oh,
suppose.
You're Muchka. Oh, you're Muchka. You.
No, you wouldn't. Well, you can, I suppose. But no.
So that's lovely that your actual website has family history ties. Everything
my
like
granddad was a big part of my life, and I loved him dearly.
So yes. People can get in touch with you there for Zoom classes and
for Zoom classes, absolutely, yeah.
Perfect.
So any question, just go onto my website.
And like I say, any questions you've got here for Anna as well. And what everyone said after you were here last time with me, everybody messaged me afterwards going, that woman's energy. I love that woman's energy because it's the passion. If you are watching somebody that you know they're passionate about their art, it's nothing worse than watching telly, somebody going, here's a bit of wool, here's a bit of instruction.
Yeah, some colour, it's not colour.
But you know what I mean? They see your passion. They see how much you love it and how much you enjoyed it. And that's what I got most of them. After you'd gone, all my messages after the show were like, oh my God, wasn't she amazing? Oh, wasn't she fabulous? And things like that. And they all loved that book because we haven't got it now, but you've done lovely wreath.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I put my heart and my soul into this book actually. But thank you so much. I'm passionate about yarn and handmade stuff. I really do. I believe that we need to go more into the slow fashion and the idea of making it so mindful as well. It really centers you. It calms you down a lot.
Exactly.
So it is very, very important, especially.
So Debbie says good morning. Hayley says good morning. Claire says hello. Good afternoon, Anna. I love your demos, says Sue. Oh, Jackie Flackerty's watching. Jackie Flackerty's watching. She's the one who tried to poison me at that Christmas party. Do you remember?
Oh, Jackie.
And then Samantha says the 90s were a nightmare. People weren't interested in handmade. No. Thank goodness it's changed. Right. Oh, hang on. Got a quick picture. A picture, did you say? Oh, a message from Linda. Here we go. I love the needle markers. They're great. I've even worn them as earrings.
Oh,
and everyone asked where I got them from. Linda in Bodada in Swansea. Bodada. Right, okay, so let's start some crochet, shall we?
Yes.
So we're starting off with the mauve shawl, which is this one here.
Yes, I've got the big sample here.
You've got the big sample there.
I can show you, look at that. It's beautiful. It's the netty shawl. It's a project. If you have just started to crochet, if you want to kind of, if you want a project that you can do just easily while watching TV without thinking about it too much, this is a shawl for you. If you have learned the basic like stitches, or like your double crochet, treble, your slip stitch, this is a good starter for you. If you want to expand your skill a little bit, I recommend this shawl. It's very quick. It's, as I said, you can do it while you're watching TV without thinking about it, and it also grows really, really fast.
Now you're using a 6mm hook.
Yes.
And you've got 3 balls. Do you use all 3 balls?
You use 2.5.
Okay.
You use 2.5, so you will have a bit left to make a little shawl for your cat or your dog.
And we're not stressing you dress your cats up. A dolly, yeah.
A dolly, yes.
Okay, so is this good for a beginner then? You say?
It is. I would say, as I said, you do need to learn. You do need to know your basic.
Well, that's what you're going to teach us.
Yes.
Now.
So you do need to know your double crochet and your treble, and it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
But what I want to really show you here is how to make a chainless foundation. So double crochet chainless foundation. So this shawl starts from the top. So you start here. Now, if you were to make the top row in just chains and then double crochet, it will pull a little bit.
Right.
So what you want this nice stretch, because as it goes around your neck, if you wear it at the front, then you want the softness around your neck here. So double crochet chainless foundation will give you that.
So normally, what I'm, as you know, I'm new to all this. Normally, you make it, if you're doing something, you make a chain, and then you crochet into the chain, don't you? So you're saying this one doesn't have a chain at the beginning.
So normally, you will work a row of chains and then work a row of double crochet into your chains.
Yes.
So let me show you. Hold on. I'm going to do a small swatch quickly
Okay.
like that. So you can see the difference when I do the double crochet chainless foundation.
You don't have to go at this speed at home. Just Anna, just showing you now.
Just showing you very quickly because I want to... Oh, these are swanky. That's... Oh, I love them. I know the fabric scissors, but I'm going to...
Oh, no, it's fine. It's fine.
So, sacrilege. Oh, but yes. So this is your standard chains and standard double crochet.
Yeah.
So it's still lovely and stretchy, but you see the bottom part here pulls.
Yes.
So it doesn't give you the wonderful stretch you require.
Right.
So if I show you now how to do a double crochet chainless foundation, and that's UK terminology and not US.
Okay, and is this what's on these instructions here? Yeah.
Well,
oh,
there is a link to my website to the double crochet chainless foundation if you want a refresher.
okay, perfect.
But yes, but it's something that is I think is available everywhere really. So you will make a slip knot.
Right.
You will make 2 chains. So don't do them too tight. Give yourself a nice little loose 2 chains. Now, if you turn them to the front, you will see your chains have formed lovely V's, yeah? But if you turn them to the side, they have little bumps. You see, there's 1 bump here, there's 2 bumps. So in chainless foundation, when you start, you will go into this bump. So not on of the last chain, but of the first chain that you have made. So from the first chain you have made, you insert your hook into the bump at the back of your chain.
Right.
Then yarn around the hook, pull it through that bump. You've got 2 stitches on your loop, 2 loops on your hook even.
Yeah, even.
Then you go yarn around the hook, pull it through 1 loop, 2 loops left.
Yeah.
Then yarn around the hook, pull it through both of those loops. So that's your first double crochet chainless foundation made. Now, you will go for the next one and the following ones. You will go again. This is your front. You see, you've got the V here.
Yeah.
You will always have it on the side, and you will go into this loop here. So that will be this loop here, and immediately the one at the back. So if you just turn it to the back, turn your work to the back, you see, you've got 2 strands of yarn at the back.
Yeah.
So this is where you will insert your hook, grab your yarn and pull it through.
2, 1.
Again, 2 loops on hook,
Yeah.
yarn around the hook through 1,
Right.
and then yarn around the hook through both. And again, let me show you that again. So you see, so that's 2 double crochet chain.
That's the front that you're pointing at there.
This is the front, yes.
Yeah.
And now on the side, at the back, you've got 2 kind of strands of yarn here.
Yeah.
So this is where you will insert your hook, under this one and under the other one. Ooh. See?
Yeah.
Then yarn around the hook. Actually, hold on. I went through 3 instead of 2. There we go. That's the one.
Right.
So yarn around the hook through that stitch, then through 1 and through 2. See?
Right.
So now we have 2. So this is the front of our work. So again, if we turn it on the side, we will go into here. So if you turn it at the back, you see those 2 strands here. In, around, pull it through.
Yeah. 2 on your hook.
Then through 1.
2 on your hook.
And through 2.
Finish.
And let's do 1 more because it's quite tricky. I want people to know this. So again, this is your front. You've got lovely plumptious V's. You see, they're beautiful. Turn it on the side or even at the back if you want to see. You see, you've got those 2 strands here. So insert your hook here and immediately through the next strand.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 strands. Pull it through this stitch, then pull it through 1 loop, and then pull it through 2 loops. You see?
Yeah.
And if you look, this is really stretchy.
Oh,
you
wow.
see? So that gives you a beautiful edge for your work. So for a top-down shawl, this is a perfect way of starting it, because that gives you a really nice stretch, and it's very soft as well. Where the normal chains and the normal double crochet can pull, this will give you a really lovely and soft edge.
And then you must do lots of them, because you're doing the whole length of the, are you doing the whole length of the shawl?
So you start with the whole length of the shawl. But the wonderful thing is it starts really big and slow, but then it goes really fast because you're decreasing and decreasing.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And then when you get to the point, it goes like this.
And then when you get into the actual, once you've done your chain at the beginning, is it quite easy to create
it's
that
very
lovely
easy.
lace
So you've
detailing?
got wonderful... I call them groups. You've got them described in a pattern as groups. So you've got those wonderful groups of 5 trebles.
Hang on a sec, we're just coming
Oh,
to
sorry.
that. No, it's not your fault. It's the cameras are very
There
slow.
we go.
Because they look like little half daisies,
Little
don't they? In the
scallops,
front?
yeah. They're kind of like little scallops.
Yes,
yeah.
that's it. That's it.
So you've got wonderful groups of 5 trebles.
Right.
So if you want me to show you how to do a treble...
Would you mind?
Yes, of course I don't mind. Let's have a look. See, so
I've
I'm going to show you...
I've got lots of people new today. Someone else just said... I'm Angie in Great Yarmouth. I'm learning to crochet. Lots of new people coming in today to have a look at this. Loving it. Now, did you say half the stock of the mauve's gone? Half the stock of the mauve's gone already.
I'm not surprised. It's a beautiful
I'll run
colour.
through the other colours for you in a second, but we'll do this first.
So let me show you how to do it. So again, this pattern is written in UK terminology.
Right.
So this is I'm going to show you first how to do a double crochet, which in US it's single crochet.
Right. But we'll only do...
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're going to go insert your hook into the stitch.
Yeah.
Through both legs of the front V, because that gives you a nice and steady work.
Yeah.
Yarn around the hook, pull it through that stitch. You have 2 loops on your hook. Then yarn around the hook and pull it through both of those stitches. So that is your double crochet.
Right.
Then the next stitch that the shawl uses, it's a treble. So treble in US, it's double crochet.
Right.
So we go yarn around the hook into our next stitch, again through both legs of the top V. Grab your yarn and pull it through. We will have 3 loops on our hook. Then yarn around the hook, pull it through 2 of those loops only. We have 2 loops remaining. Then yarn around the hook and pull it through both. You see, so that one is a lot taller.
Yes.
It's a lot taller stitch. Do you want me to show that one again?
Yes, please.
Okay. So yarn around the hook into our next stitch. Grab your yarn and pull it through. 3 loops on hook. Yarn around the hook, pull it through 2. And yarn around the hook, pull it through the remaining 2. So that's our treble. So that's nice and big toe stitch. Also, what I want to show you, the shawl uses it has a lovely edging. You see, it kind of like picot edging. It's got little kind of bubbles.
Oh, hang on,
it.
let's just...
There we go. It's got little bubbles on it.
There you go, there you go.
So that's really lovely. And that's very simple to actually achieve.
Now,
So
can I go back to your stretchy one at the beginning? Margaret, who's been crocheting for years, she says, I've never seen that stitch before, and
really
I love
nice.
it.
It's gorgeous. It's really lovely, Margaret. Try it. It's really nice. It makes a difference, you know. I mean, you won't use it in everything because sometimes you want the pull tool shape, but usually on top down shows it's really nice.
Yeah.
When you finish your show, obviously this is a smaller sample, so you will have kind
But
of
it
like
looks gorgeous. I think of other things you could make that out of. That's the mallard. That's the colour mallard, isn't it?
Yes, this is the mallard. It's beautiful colour. I love it.
Yeah.
I mean, I love mallard darks. So for me,
yes,
anything
they're
mallard is
gorgeous.
wonderful. Yes, it's kind of funny how it comes so different on the TV. Right?
Yeah, on the telly it looks completely different, yes. Well, on our screens here, on your screens at home, you'll be seeing the right colour.
Okay.
What it is they buy cheap screens for us in here, you see. So sadly our colour in here, but at home they're seeing the real colour.
You have the nice colour. Right. So when you finish your show, you will need to do an edging on it. So you will kind of
that doesn't happen naturally then.
No.
You've got to put it on
This
afterwards.
is worked afterwards.
Right.
So you will work your edging into the raw ends of your shawl.
Right.
So around those two, like those two sides. So this side and that side. And it also has a lovely lac picot. So let me show you how to do this. So to start your edging, you will insert your hook into the kind of edge of your shawl. So the top corner of your shawl.
Yeah.
attach your yarn, and you will start with the little picot, which is those little bubbles here.
Yeah.
You know, the bubbles, whatever.
Yeah, pom-poms.
Pom-poms, the little pom-poms.
Yeah.
So you will work 4 chains.
Right.
So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
And you will slip stitch into the very first chain you made. So you will slip stitch into this one.
Right.
You see, it's super simple. So slip stitching, let me just explain. Slip stitching is a kind of a joined stitch.
Yeah.
So you insert your hook into the stitch,
Yeah.
grab your yarn, pull it through the hook you just inserted, and immediately through the second one. You see?
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and that creates a little bubble.
Oh.
So then, now you are working into the raw edges of the shawl. So don't worry too much where you put the stitch. As long as it's kind of, you've got spaces and stitches around the edge.
Right.
So you will work 2 double crochet into either a space or a stitch, whichever is next.
Yeah.
So you see, for me, it's a little space here. So I will insert my hook into the space.
Yeah.
Grab my yarn and pull it through, and work a double crochet. Then yarn around the hook, pull it through both of those loops. So then my next stitch is an actual stitch. So I
Right.
will work into the stitch.
Right.
Again, a double crochet into the stitch. And then I will have to make another little pom-pom.
Yes.
So I'm gonna go 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
and slip stitch into the very first chain I made in this group of 4. 1, and pull it through both of those stitches, you see? So that's a second
Oh,
little
look, I can see.
pom-pom
Yeah,
made.
yeah, yeah.
See, so that's
How
super
easy.
simple. It's super simple, but it's so effective.
Yes.
And it also covers your edge really nicely. It evens out. Let me just show it here. It evens out the edge really nicely, and it covers all those raw edges around. But it's super, super simple.
Perfect. Now, before we go on to the socks, let me just remind you of the 3 bundles we've got for the shawl. So we've got the mauve first here, which is the most popular, I'm hearing. So you get 3 balls. This is pure wool, superwash worsted. You get 3 balls of it, 100 grams on each one, plus the instructions. You do not get the crochet hook, £29.99. It's Rowan, remember Rowan, which is the first one that you reinvented when you reinvented yourself.
It was actually established in 1978, which is the same year I was born.
Oh.
So it was fate.
It's meant to be.
It's meant to be.
So that's your mauve, and it's lovely and soft. Don't be thinking itchy wool.
No.
It's not itchy wool. It's
Also,
lovely and soft.
don't forget, if I can just interrupt.
No,
I'm
you
so
can
sorry.
interrupt as much as you like.
Wool softens after you wash it. So don't be, don't think, oh my God, this is really itchy. It kind of softens a lot after it's washed.
Oh, okay. So this is soft before you even start. So it's
before you even start, and after you think, it's beautifully soft.
Yeah.
It's
Have you washed that one then?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so that's the mauve. Then I've got mallard. This is the mallard, which is the one we just demoed with.
Love mallard. It's gorgeous little colour because it looks like the mallard's duck head.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Well, it's not
$29.99. You get 3 balls of wool plus your instructions. $29.99. Remember, you're using a size 6 crochet hook for this one. Then you've got this one here, which is called Mineral. 3 balls of wool plus your pattern. Who's Nettie?
Nettie is actually my best friend.
Oh.
So it's his name. Her name is actually Annette.
Yeah.
But it's Nettie. I call her Nettie. So it's actually named after my best friend Annette.
Oh, that's nice. $29.99. 3 balls plus your instructions. Okay, now this one's creeping up almost to second. Well, this is now second place. Left Mallard in third place and Mauve's in the lead. Got a nice message for you here, very quickly. Thanks, Anna, for your clear teaching. I've learnt so much from you. Your enthusiasm is infectious. Thanks for sharing your knowledge. That's Beverly in Norfolk.
Thank you, Beverly. So nice. Thank you.
There are loads of messages for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, there's one from Emma very quickly here. I bought the shawl pattern. Yay, it will match. And it will match the pansy I made with Emma.
Thank you. That's pansy. That's pansy.
That's Emma in Wiltshire. Right, okay, the hook you'll need for this is a size 6 hook. There you go. You might already have it. We don't put the hook in because obviously every kit you buy, you don't want to buy another hook and another hook and another hook.
Absolutely, yes.
At $2.99.
You end up with massive amount of hooks.
Yes,
It's just,
exactly.
yeah.
Oh, hang on, Catherine. Message from Catherine now. I'm teaching myself to crochet. What to suggest for a beginner to make? Catherine in South Yorkshire.
Do you know what? I will stick with just making squares, honestly, not granny squares. I mean, you can granny squares, of course, but I will just practice all my stitches. So make a square in different lag tensions. So different kind of stitch from the tallest to the smallest or the smallest to the tallest, just to practice. But things like the show is good, do little, as I said, do little squares, little baskets and stuff like that. These are really nice.
Yeah, because once you've made squares, you don't throw them away. You can sew them together and make something.
Absolutely.
Out of them,
or a small purse, just in double crochet all the way around. It's wonderful things to just kind of, to get you used to holding the yarn and the hook and get you used to the stitches.
On your website, are there videos of you doing crochet as well as the classes? That
Yes. They ask. I've got some. I've got a YouTube channel, although I haven't done anything. But I do have some videos, tutorial on my crochet channel.
Perfect.
So yes.
Perfect. Right, we got to get onto the socks because the socks are.
Before we do, can I just quickly?
Of course you can. Yeah.
Very quickly. Right. Just quickly, because when you make a shawl, a lovely shawl, blocking a shawl is vital. Because blocking a shawl takes your shawl from fabulous to extraordinary.
Okay.
So blocking shows up all the stitches. So if just for example, this is the blocked little swatch and this is the unblocked swatch. You see, you can't see the stitches really well. It's not lying flat. It's not smoothed down.
No, it's like it's curled up.
Yes.
And everything, yes.
So blocking, when you're making a shawl, blocking is vital because this is what opens up all your work. The best way I find to block shawls is to actually wet them. So soak them in lukewarm water.
Completely soak them.
Completely soak them in lukewarm water. Kind of squeeze the excess moisture of the water out.
Yeah.
Place a towel, roll them in the towel. So this isn't a towel,
Yeah,
it's something
that's
like
a sewing
beautiful.
machine, Matt, but
but
don't
you know,
worry.
you just roll them in a towel, kind of stomp
Like
on
you
them.
would your best jumper, because that's how you wash your
Absolutely.
cashmere jumper, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Stomp on them to get the excess water out. Then lay them flat, either on a mat or your spare bed or a floor. Place a towel on the floor or whatever, and pin them out so it stretches out. So when you're pinning out, you open and obviously this isn't wet. It will behave a lot different when it's wet.
Yeah.
But you pin it out to open up all your work, and you allow it to dry all naturally. And that's where it opens up all your
See,
stitches.
nobody's mentioned that to me so far. That's the first time I've heard of that.
So blocking, when it comes to shawls, it's essential. So yeah, so please do.
Perfect. Thank you for that. Thank you. Now can I go on to socks?
Yes,
Yes,
thank
now
you.
can I go on to
Thank
socks
you.
now. Right.
Sorry.
Okay, no, don't, please don't apologise. It's brilliant. Right, Blue Tit's about to sell out. Blue Tit is about to sell out.
It's my favourite. It's like my favourite little bird.
Okay, so it's a ball of wool. You only need one ball. Well, I say wool, it's yarn. It's 75% wool, 25% nylon, because you need that combo
You
for
do,
socks,
to make it
right?
nice and
you
strong.
also get the instructions, $14.99. West Yorkshire Spinners wool, this one. Blue Tit, that is about to sell out though, so if you've got that in your basket, you need to be quick, right? And then the other one, the glittery one, Fairy Lights is this one called. Fairy Lights. This one's got sparkling. This has got 2% polyester in it. With the polyester is the sparkle. $14.99. Again, you get the ball of yarn and the instructions. You need for this one, you need a size 3 hook, which I'll just show you very quickly there. And the stitch markers for socks, which are essential, which I'll show you next. There you go. $14.99. They're all different sizes in there. And if you like that lady you mentioned earlier, she wears those earrings. I wouldn't suggest that. I think she might be a little bit crazy. $14.99. Mind you,
A delightfully crazy. We love that crazy. A delightfully crazy.
Oh, yes, not a nasty
love that
crazy
kind
at
of
all.
crazy,
No,
yeah.
exactly. Okay, what are you going to show me on socks then?
Right, I want to show you, because those wonderful socky walkies are made with... They are made the same way as you would make, well, they are constructed the same way you will construct a knitted socks.
Right.
So, which means they have a heel flap, they have a heel turn, they have a gusset, and then you move on to your foot and you decrease for your toes. So these socks start from top all the way to the bottom.
I just need to say, we don't have that colourway this week.
No, sorry,
we don't.
we don't.
That's just one that you've made in the past.
I've made earlier, yes. Well, earlier. No, I've made it in the past. Yeah, I didn't make it earlier.
Not today.
Yeah, not today.
Okay. So you start at the top. So you start at the cuff.
Yes.
Work all the way
actually,
down.
If I show you first.
Yeah.
So we're working from the cuff. So this is your cuff. So your cuff is made in rows. So you make it in rows, you work it into the back loop of every single stitch. I showed you that on the last one, but I want to show you that again, because what I didn't show you is how to work to start making your sock down.
Right.
So first of all, you will work into the back loop of every single stitch. So you will work, you see, your stitches have a V on top, you see? You've got a lovely V. Yeah. So you will work into the back leg of this V, because that gives you this wonderful rib effect, and it also kind of gives you a bit of elasticity in your work.
Yeah.
So let me just do this.
Jacqueline says, thank you, Anna, for letting me know it's UK terms. I need to know what the terminology is. I'm just learning. I want to keep up to UK terms. And Anne says, I'm new to crochet, learning all the time, but have difficulty decreasing. Can't get my head around it.
Decreasing in double crochet?
Just says decreasing, that's all.
Okay, well, I will show you in a minute how to decrease. Right, so when you finish your rib, obviously this is a bit like smaller one.
Yeah.
You will join it to form a loop, like large loop.
Okay. So you crochet it in the flat. You
crochet
and now you're crocheting it to make the loop.
So then we're going to join those two ends.
Yeah.
To form a loop. So again, we're going to go into the back loop of our stitch.
Yeah.
And into the back of the chain from our very first round.
Yeah.
And we're gonna slip stitch.
Oh, so the last one doesn't have a chain on it. The chain's only on the first one.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're gonna slip stitch all the way.
Yeah.
Until we have a nice loop.
So you're sewing it together, really?
Yes. Yeah. Essentially, yes. Yeah. You're joining it together, but it's a lot easier than actually doing it with the needle and thread. It's just a lot more seamless, and that way you don't have to cut your yarn. You can just continue to work.
Of course. Okay, Mary says, love Anna, she's great.
Oh, thank you, Mary. I love you too.
I haven't finished yet. If you have wide feet, how do you increase the width of the sock? Thank you for Mary and sorry.
Right, I've got wide feet as well. For me, when it comes to crochet socks, because obviously crochet socks the crochet fabric behaves a lot differently than knitted one. So crochet fabric stretches a lot lengthwise, but not much widthwise. So I always make, because I've got a chubby foot, I always make the largest size. So my patterns come in 3 sizes, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8.
Yeah.
I will always make the largest size in width, but the smallest size, but the medium size in length.
Oh, okay.
So you adjust it this way. You don't want to go too far out because it will stretch anyway as you're wearing it, and they'll become all floppy.
So what size shoes do you wear then?
I wear size 6.
6, but wide. So you make the length.
I make the width 7, 8,
and
the
width
length
7, 8, and
5,
the length
6.
medium. Yeah.
Yes. So you can adjust it this way. This is a very... It's a wonderful starter one if you have never crocheted socks. And if you do want to make them a bit larger, you need to add an even number. So always by 4. It has to be by 4 because it has to be divisible by 2. And if you add only 2 stitches, it isn't enough because on your heel, in your heel turn, it will not work and your heel gusset. So if you do want to increase, I will increase by 4.
Okay.
So if you want to make them larger, just increase by 4.
Lovely.
Okay?
Right. Carrying on with where we were.
Okay.
Thank you for questions, by the way.
Yes, I enjoyed them. Thank you so much. So now we have joined our cuff. So now we have a loop.
Yeah.
So now what we're going to do, we're going to pick up a stitches for the leg of our sock.
Yeah.
So then we're going to chain 1, and in this sock we work in extended double crochet, which I show you how to do. So when you pick up the socks, the stitches for your sock, you will work into the raw ends. I don't know if you can see it on the yellow a bit better. You will work into the raw ends of your work. Mm-hmm. So basically, 1 row is 1 stitch. So we're going to insert a hook, just, you know, not particular thing, it just spaces with you. So you just insert it into the space, grab your yarn and pull it through. We've got 2 loops on our hook, yarn around the hook through 1 loop, 2 loops left on hook, then yarn around the hook through both loops, you see? So that's your extended double crochet. Then we're going to go into the next space. Try to grab 2 strands of the yarn and not one when you like picking up, because if you do one, it will stretch too much. So always having 2 strands give you a bit more stability. So again, into our raw end, grab the yarn and pull it through, yarn around the hook through 1, and yarn around the hook through 2. So that's your extended double crochet. Again, that's UK terminology. So again, into another raw end. So just basically the raw ends of your work.
Blue tit sold out.
Oh, that's it, my favorite. Oh, I enjoyed the little blue.
That's the one that Anna's working with now. That's blue tit.
So that's my little, it's very
And a 3mm hook is that one, if you're asking.
Yes. That's a lovely blue tit. So then you will carry all the way around, and because you're working seamlessly, you will not join your rounds. But what you can do to kind of give you an idea of where your round begins and ends, just place a stitch marker on the first stitch you have made, and that way you can carry on and move it on every round as you work.
Okay. Just
so you have a clear idea of where you are. But obviously the seam will always tell you where you are as well. So you see, the seam is quite bulky. Well, it's not bulky as such, but it's got a bit of a slight bulk to it.
Samantha says, I'm loving the enthusiasm. I hope it's catching. I've got the go of a baked potato at the moment. Oh, dear.
Oh, bless you. I hope you kind of, you know, shake it off, I suppose.
Oh, got a message from Christine very quickly. She says, I'm new to crochet, cannot get comfortable with yarn in the left hand. Can I hold the yarn in the right hand as I do for knitting?
Yes, you can. I'll show you how to do that. It's wonderful technique.
We need you on for more than an hour, because you know what I mean. We've only got a few minutes left, and we need you for more than this.
I teach this technique a lot actually, because it really is useful for people who are knitters who want to start to crochet. Right. So as a knitter, you hold your yarn like so, and you throw your yarn underneath. Yes. So imagine this is a needle.
Oh, hang on. Can we see that close to Emma, please? Oh, hang on.
Hold on.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so imagine these are your needles here, and as you work, you just go yarn around the hook. Yes. Now with crochet, you will do exactly the same thing. It's just your left hand hold your work ready for your next stitch. So opens it up for your next stitch. You have your yarn. I usually, the way I hold my tension, have my yarn around my ring finger once. Yeah. Slip it underneath my index finger. Right. Then hold my hook with my whole hand. Right. So when I'm ready, so my left hand gets my stitch all ready for me. So I insert my hook into the stitch. Then I will go yarn around the hook from top to bottom. Right. When you knit, you will usually go underneath. Yeah. But on crochet, you will go on top. Right. The reason is because it grabs the yarn a lot better. Mm-hmm. And then you go pull it through your stitch. Again, you're doing a standard double crochet, so 2 loops on your hook, yarn around the hook again, and pull it through both, over the top. So let me show you that again. So you see, my left hand gets my stitch ready, hook goes in, yarn around the hook, pull it through, and yarn around the hook again. You see, you will get very quick at it. I do actually interchange the method quite often when I crochet a lot and my hands start hurting. But this is a wonderful way for knitters who want to crochet to learn to crochet. You will find it a lot more comfortable, because I think for knitters who crochet, it's the whole thing's like, but hold on, what do I do with this hand? What do what's happening? So this is a wonderful way. And even if you have issues with holding your yarn on your hook and you just can't get the grips to holding the yarn in your left hand, this is a wonderful way. So do try it.
So would most people have the yarn in their left hand then?
Most of the time you will crochet with the yarn in your left hand.
Would you still do it over the ring finger and over the finger?
I usually hold it in my 2 fingers, but yes, you can hold it here, absolutely.
And that's just to keep the tension on the wool,
yes.
Is it?
So just the tension is nice and steady. Otherwise, it will just be all loose and.
Hannah's got so many messages for you saying thank you for a gorgeous demo. Thank you for an amazing demo.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you. Right, now, shall I do a quick roundup? Because we've got to go, haven't we? Right, the blue tit has gone. Blue tit has gone.
Bye-bye, blue tit.
Right, the only stock in the sock that's available is in Fairy Light now, which is this one.
Fairy Light is nice. It's lovely. It's like candy shop. It's kind of, it's very colourful.
Yes.
I think it's what you need for a dreary rack February, I think.
Yeah. When I say this is left, we've literally got a handful of the single figures of that. That's all. Not loads and loads in stock. Literally single figures in that. Okay. Then, shawl, mauve. Oh, more people got mauve in baskets than we've got stock of. But 8 of you haven't checked out yet. 8 of you have got yet to check out. But it does mean that some of you will come to check out and they'll say, sorry, sold out, because there's more of you got that in your basket than we've actually got stock. So if you definitely want it, I'll check out right now. So that's mauve. Which one? Mallard is next. There you go. This is your mallard. Remember, this is Rowan wool, 100% wool. You need 3 balls, or your 2.5 balls to make the shawl. Does that include the tassels? Or could you
yes, include the tassel, yeah.
29, and there's the instructions for the tassels in there as well?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. £29.99. Mineral, which is like a kind of dusky, how would you describe that?
I would kind of, you know, a bit darker than a duck egg. It's
yes.
kind of like duck egg, but it's slightly bit darker.
Slightly darker than duck egg.
Yes, it's beautiful colour. It really is gorgeous. And I think it's a colour that goes really well. I actually put it with my dress. My dress is charcoal. And if you put it, look, it looks gorgeous with it. Oh,
yes. Can you see that
it
from
looks
upstairs? Hang on. Stay, keep it there, keep it there. No, you'd have to move. The camera will come to you. It's just not moving yet. Here it comes. Keep going, keep going, keep going.
There you go.
There you go.
You can see, you kind of, it looks back, but the dress is actually charcoal.
Nice.
And it looks really nice with the charcoal. Really lovely, actually.
And you can't have Anna's dress. It's not for sale.
Sorry.
Right. Okay. So is that me done then? Anna, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
It flies by. It
does. You know, I was going to show you so much more.
Well, come next time. Do you know when you're in next?
It's at some point in March. I'm not sure exactly at what point, but at some point in March.
Okay, perfect, perfect. Right, now what I need to say to you is Sewing Street is back tomorrow morning with Debbie, and Yarn Lane is back on Monday with Rebecca Reed. And what? Oh, it's who? Oh, the Winnick Mum sock maker lady. Is that it? Knitting sock. She's the one who wrestles the hedgehog. Do you remember? Anyway, she'll be in on Monday. I'm in on Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday next week. So have a lovely few days. Enjoy Debbie's show tomorrow with Baffa. Enjoy Rebecca's show on Monday. And I will see you on Tuesday.